Hey, everybody. Hey. Come on in. Tell me where you're viewing from. Hey, y'all. Hey. Make sure you let me know where you're viewing from. If you are, if this is your first time joining me. JJ, hey. Hi, Marilyn. Who were you letting them talk? Whoever was coming in, Marilyn. You can ready to hear my dog. He's jealous. He gets jealous very easily. Okay, we are going to come on in and get started. The goal for today, for this live, is to number one, get through it without it cutting off. And number two, show you my process for screen printing, because I kind of had an idea. So I know you've seen me do screen printing before because I did screen printing on a shirt, the one that says, okay, Janet, CC12, CCC12, we're going to put one more C in that thing. You see me do screen printing before when I did the t-shirt. And yesterday when I did the tutorial about the top 10 questions and answers. Hi, Sammy. All right. Thank you. Same to you. When I did the tutorial yesterday about the top 10 questions and answers that I get asked the most as a Cricut crafter, I had an idea and I said, I'm just going to try it. And, what can go wrong? It could fail. That's what could go wrong. But we have our fingers crossed. We have everything crossed, and we are going to dive in and try it. So my goal, in addition to keeping the live stream going, my goal is to show you my process for screen printing these socks. So, hi, Quincy. I went to Five Below today, and I purchased this pack of socks. And I don't know if you're anything like me. Kind of let me know if you are. Hey, Carol, when you go into a store nowadays, do you look at something and say, I can make that? Because that's been what I've been like experiencing. Like I'll go into a store and I'll see something. I'll be like, oh, no, I'm not buying that because I can make it. So I was in Hobby Lobby the other day, and I hope I'm looking in the right spot. And hey, Tammy, I was in Hobby Lobby the other day to buy some hoodies, and I saw these socks that said soulmates, and I thought, oh my goodness, Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm not buying those. I am going to try to make them. And of course, I could very easily, you did that at Dollar Tree? Yes. So of course I could put, HTV on a sock. Get a fit of my friends. KTTV. Hey, no. So of course I could put heat transfer vinyl on a sock, on socks, but in my opinion, that wouldn't last long, because if you think about it, normally when you put heat transfer vinyl on a shirt, that shirt is not on the floor, scrubbing against the floor. So I said, what would be the next best thing? To me, with sublimation, you're limited to that white or that polyester. And I thought, I'm going to try and see if I can do screen printing on some socks. And I'm also going to try to do more than one color. Because if you think about the materials that come with screen printing, right, you get the squeegee. Well, when I did that tutorial yesterday and I, showed the comparison between like different materials, okay, Yellowstone, honey, you can go back to Yellowstone, just DVR that thing. When I was, doing that tutorial yesterday, and I said, this is just a big scraper. I could use a small scraper and try to scrape some of that screen print ink in a spot to change the color and not have to like try to figure out how to wash it and go back. And so what I did was, let me show it to you. Oh, I'm moving my heat press. This right here. Yesterday, when I pulled this out, when I was doing that top 10 video, top 10 questions and answers, I was like, this is the same thing as this. It's just smaller. And so I was like, I'm just trying. And if it doesn't work, guess what? We learn together. We learn together. So that's the goal. The goal is to do screen printing. I'm going to make a design. I'm going to show you my full process. You know, I want to always show you the full process. So let's just jump right into it. Now, I'm not using an SVG. What I'm going to do is kind of do what I did last time, is show you how to like look for your perfect font. And, you know, and I made notes for myself so that I could make sure that I get through this, you know, and not leave anything out. So what I'm going to do is show you, I'm going to go back to wordmark.it. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Hold on. Let me go to that tab first. Word. Okay, so I am going to, Kendrick, we're not doing field day socks, sir. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I go to wordmark.it. So making sure y'all can see it. Okay, you good? All right. So let me know. Leave a comment down below if you've tried wordmark.it and you like it. Okay, so I told you I saw socks and the socks said soulmates. And I was like, I'm not buying those. I'm going to make them. So what I'm going to do is type it in the way that I saw it. So I have my caps lock on and I'm just typing soul and mates. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit enter. So if you haven't heard, or if you didn't get a chance to catch my last live stream, when I was making a t-shirt, what I said is I use wordmark.it quite often to look at the different fonts that I have available on my computer. This will let me know, you know, what it's going to look like when I get to Cricut Design Space. So I'm looking, you know, and I'm trying to find something that is kind of a decent size, something that's going to stand out. So when I'm looking, I like Arial Black. I like this one, Calibri Bold. I like Cambria. Y'all drop it down low. Tell me in the comments some of the font, you know, the big fonts that you like. Oh, I like Comic Sans. I know for sure that I like one that's called Made Tommy. I like that one. Kind of like this too. I don't know if it's bold enough. I like Embryo. Okay. I like Georgia. I like Impact. Okay. 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 I'm looking. All right. So I'm still kind of just checking to see, you know, what I like. I know I don't want anything that has, you know, that's italicized. I like Sitka. I can tell that's probably going to be the one I go with. Oh, now wait a minute. Tahoma Bold looks kind of good. So after I've gone through all of them, I'll click filter selected, and then I can kind of go back and look at these again to see which ones I want to, you know, for sure remove. So I don't want that one. I don't want this Comic Sans. It's not bold enough. I don't want this. So it's good to filter it like this. I think I like Impact. So what I would do after that, you like Georgia? Okay. So what I would do after I, you know, filtered my search, I would either write it down or I would keep wordmark.it open. And I would, you know, see if that's the one that I, you know, when I go to Cricut Design Space, I'm going to definitely remember, okay, I like Georgia. Now, in addition to having the word soul and mates, and make sure when y'all come in that you're hitting that like button. So if you haven't done that, go back and do that. You like Georgia? I think I like Impact for this. I really think I do. But, you know, I'll keep Georgia in mind also. Now, in addition to having soul and mates on the sock, I'm also going to put our names on there. So I'm going to turn my caps lock off and I'm going to type Peter and Delonda. Okay. And so now I want to see what that looks like because that's going to be under the word soul, right? So, because we're soulmates. I know y'all like it. I know you like it. And I will start to filter that to see what's going to pair nicely with what I've selected. So hopefully you see what I'm doing there. Now, see, I like this Cambria. I like that. I also like that Candera. I like that. I see some cute stuff, but I'm also going to be remembering that I have to, really be careful about the font that I choose. I don't want anything too thin because remember with screen printing, I'm using adhesive vinyl and I have to do reverse weeding. So it's not the regular, weeding I'm taking off the letters that I would normally keep. Okay. But I also want something that's kind of, now see, look how Georgia looks right there. That looks nice. I don't want anything too thin. I want it, to kind of stand out and have a soft, kind of like a soft touch to it. I actually like this. Mongolia. Okay. I like that. I like this too. Palatino. I think I like that. Ooh, I like this. Okay. So, Sitka. I don't want the italics. I like that. So, what are y'all thinking? You see anything that's standing out to you? Okay. I kind of wanted to be soft, but like Times New Roman is nice, and that's just that's a classic. So too thick. I think I'm going to go with Impact and Times New Roman. Okay. Cute, sweet. Cute, sweet. Cute, sweet idea. All right. Yay, Marilyn. Okay. Font Longings from, I don't, Felicia. I don't have that one. Okay. So now that I've chosen my font, I know I'm going to use Impact. And what did I say? Because I don't remember. I don't always remember. I said I'm going to use Impact, and I said I'm going to use Times New Roman. Okay, so I'll write it down for myself, and then I'll, go back. So when it's time for me to go to Cricut Design Space, I'm ready. Okay, so let me go back. How y'all feeling about that so far? And if you just come on and hit that like button. Don't forget to do that. Okay, so now I have my font choices. Now I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space and see what that looks like the way that I put it. But if you saw my screen printing video, which I will make sure to link below. I haven't done that, but I'll make sure to link it. Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican. What I need to do first is measure my workspace. And so if you're taking notes or if you're trying to make sure you remember this process or that you're going to follow this process, make sure that you measure your workspace. So I don't know if you saw my screen printing tutorial, but I forgot to measure and I messed it up and I had to go back and do it again. So I'm going to open these socks. And as I said, I haven't tried this. So what did I say? We're getting ready to learn together. Okay. So I'm going to get my little knife right here. And like I said, hey, thank you, Simi. Like I said, I got these from Five Below, and it was $5 for full pack of socks. And the reason why I bought this kind is because I'm making, look at me, y'all don't do what I just did. That was dangerous. I want to make matching socks with my husband. So I want him to have the black or gray pair, and maybe I'll have white, or he'll have black and I'll have gray. but you know, I wanted to be something that he could wear. So I felt like if I would have just used those no-show socks, foam sublimation, allowing to sub on cotton. I haven't. Marilyn, you have all the ideas, ma'am. I haven't tried that. Haven't even heard of it. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm taking the socks apart, and because I have done HTV on socks before, I've done that. So if you look at some of my earlier videos, the ones that were like super dark, I tried it. And I'm going to just take a piece of cardstock. This is just 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I'm going to fold it into thirds. Okay, so I'm going to just take it and just, any teachers in here? So I'm going to fold it and fold it again. So I have it in thirds. Now I'm going to stick this in the sock so that I have a flat workspace and I can measure it to see what the size of my workspace. Okay, so I'm going to just open the sock as much as I can. And I'm going to make sure that that it's flat. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in there. So this cardstock is actually going to serve two purposes. It's going to keep the sock flat so that I can put the design on it. And it's also going to protect the screen print ink from going through one side of the sock to the other. So when I did screen printing before, I put craft board in the shirt to protect the ink. This time I'm just putting a piece of, this is just regular white cardstock. I put it inside the sock. Now I can measure this, right? And I want to make sure that, the heel and the toe, because I don't, this is my workspace. So I'm going to get my handy dandy ruler, okay? And I am going to see what my workspace is. So I have, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I have approximately 6 inches, 7 inches long or 7 inches wide, okay? And let's see. So 7 by 4 is safe, but I don't think I'll go 7 by 4. I'll probably do 6 by 4 because, I don't want my design to stretch all the way out across the socks. I just want it to be right here in the middle, okay? Okay. I'm going to have my moderator check the likes count. We're going to see how we're doing with likes. Okay, so now I know that my workspace is going to be 6 by 4, okay? So I'm going to go back and share my screen again. How y'all feeling so far? Y'all feeling good about this? Say yes. Say yes. Okay. Going to Cricut Design Space. Okay. And what I'm going to do is grab a shape from the shapes tool, and I'll just grab a rectangle. And remember, I said my workspace is 6 by 4. So I'm going to take this rectangle and I'm going to resize it to 6 inches wide. So on the width, I'm going to do 6.0, and the height I'm just unlock it right here and then do 4.0. Okay. So, and because these socks are black, I'll just keep this black because the paint that I'm going to use white and red. And, you can use whatever color you want. Okay. So now remember, now I'm going to go to my text, and I already know what text I like because I looked at my options. So I said, I like impact. So I'm going to change it to impact. Okay. That's what it looks like. Let me move this over and move my, let me go back to my text again because I moved it. And I said that I wanted it to say soul. So I'm going to do my caps lock, SOLE. Okay. And I'm going to put this on top, of my workspace and kind of just stretch it out. And I want this to be white. Okay. And then I said for our names, I'm going to choose a different text. I said I liked Times New Roman. So I'm going to go here And I'm gonna just type times. Now, this is not going to be in all caps. Our names are going to be, you know, uppercase and lowercase. So Peter and Delonda. Okay, and this is going to be white. And I'm going to move this, you know, in so that it is going to fit in my workspace. Move it in. And I'm actually going to stretch it down a little bit. Okay, like that. I don't want it too big, but I don't want it too small either. And I am going to add a heart. Okay, so my heart is what is going to be a different color, because when I saw them in Hobby Lobby, they had a little red heart, and I was looking at those socks. You should have seen me. I was really studying those socks, you guys. I was like, I'm going to make my own. Hobby Lobby, you will not get my money, because I'm going to try to do it on my own. Now, even though this heart, this part is going to be red when I do the screen printing, I'm not going to make it red here, because I want to just be able to cut from one mat, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm just going to make this white like the rest of it. Okay. So I'm going to move it here, and I'm kind of move it down a little bit. I want to do it kind of like, I don't know how I saw it. And they had it like so that the heart was like kind of at an angle. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm doing that. So now, let me check my chat. Oh, I do it too. Hey, Corliss. I do that. I do it too. You gotta do it say yes. Okay. So now, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the heart, hold the shift key, and click on our names. And I'm going to click align, and I'm going to align it to the bottom so that all of that is on the same level. And then I'm going to attach that. I want my name and that heart, our names and that heart, to all be one thing that's attached. And then let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this off for a second, this little template, because, you know, really I'm not cutting that. I'm going to turn that off for 1 second. I'm going to select this whole thing right here, and I will click align, and I will center it all horizontally, and then I will attach that. So now that is one thing that is all going to cut together. Okay. So now I have what's going to be on the bottom of one sock. Now let me tell you what I'm going to do for the second sock. Okay. So I'm going to get my text again, and I'm sure there was another way to do this, but you know, sometimes I guess I do things the hard way. Okay. So remember, my text was impact. So I'm going to go to text, and I'm going to type mates in all caps, and I'm going to change it to impact. You can just type impact, whatever, it'll get it. And then I'm going to change it to white. And then I'm going to resize it so that it, you know, fits on this, on my template. Let me see how much bigger this is. Let me move that down. I want these letters to kind of be the same size. So let me stretch that down a little bit. Oh, okay, I'm good with that. And now I'm going to put our date. So, and I'm going to use the Times New Roman for that part. So I am going to go back to text, and I'm going to change it to Times New Roman. Okay. And then I'm going to just type like that. And I'm going to change it to white, and I'm going to bring that down so that it is like centered with this. Now that's kind of big. Okay. I think I want that. Let me see what that looks like. Bold and white. I think I want it like that. Okay. Now, what I could do is add a heart to this, but I'm kind of pushing it because I'm scared already to try to make that heart red. What you'll notice is that I made sure this heart is not touching anything because I told you I'm gonna try to make the heart red and the rest of it be white. But we'll see how this is all going to work out. Okay, so now I am going to just turn that off again. I'm gonna turn this little thing off again. I'm gonna select this whole thing and I'm going to align it and center it horizontally. And it's how I want it. It looks, perfectly fine to me. And I can click attach. Dun, da, da, da. Let me see how much bigger this is. Okay, we good. And so now that I have it, how I want it, what I'm going to do is click make it. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. So remember, I'm going to be using adhesive vinyl, and typically we don't mirror adhesive vinyl, but when you're using adhesive vinyl and you're doing screen printing, you have to mirror it. So I'm going to mirror it. So I'm going to move this down. Move this down too. All right. So have that where I want it, and I have this kind of where I want it. Let me move this down a little bit more because I want to have space in between these two layers. Let me move this to the middle. I'm nervous, you guys. I was nervous the first time and I'm nervous this time. I am nervous. Okay, I think that's enough space and we're going to see. So now I'm going to click mirror. Okay, and now I want to click continue. Okay, wait, it's telling me to, let me connect it via the USB. How y'all feeling? Thank you, Sammy. You think I should add another heart, Queen C? Hey, Dimps. Y'all, please click that like button. I don't know what my moderator's doing. I might have to fire her. Honey, she's supposed to be putting the comments on there. She ain't did nothing. Let me get my USB to connect my... It won't let you? Huh? Oh. Let me see what. Try it now. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all do 3 hearts. Y'all got me scared now, Marilyn. Y'all are professionals. I'm a newbie. Add another heart. Okay. Okay, y'all got me nervous. Let me go back. Let me try to add another hearts. Okay. Let me click. Well, it's connecting my machine now and it's recognizing it. So let me give it a second. I am super nervous. I don't know why it's taking so long to recognize. Oh, well, probably if you turn the machine on, Delonda, it'll recognize it. Look at that. You're not an expert? Marilyn, you had all the ideas. I hope I have 22 likes. I have 22 watching. Okay, Lord have mercy. Let me click cancel. Yeah, do I want to cancel the cut? Yes, I'm going to cancel this. Y'all want me to try to add another heart. Lord have mercy. So since I'm adding another heart, what I'm going to do is take this heart, and hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to duplicate it so it's the same size as the one I'll put on the other side, right? Because I don't want to have a big one over here and a small one over there. Okay, and then for this, let me detach it so that I have this, the date and the heart, they'll be aligned the same way I did with the other one. So let me go here and let me align it to the bottom and then attach it and then go back up and select this whole thing again and align it and center it horizontally and then attach all of that together. So now I'll click make it again if y'all don't mind. Y'all trying to make me mess up and be nervous. But look, at least we still on the live broadcast. Put another heart. Dims, no, Dims. I'm doing screen printing. Yes, I'm doing screen printing. Yes. Hey, Priscilla. Okay, so let me go on back to Cricut Designs page. Y'all got me nervous now. So with screen printing, another thing to remember is that you want to have space all around your vinyl because you're going to be doing, you're going to tape it down to the screen. So I have enough space all around that. And I'm going to make sure that I have space, all around this part too, because, you're going to be doing the scraping thing. All right, so now I have my 2 designs on the mat and I'm making the socks the same exact way. That's the benefit of screen printing. I can make, 5 pairs of socks and tell my husband, no, honey, this is what you're wearing. Okay. And be like, he don't have a thing he can do about it. Okay. So I'm going to mirror this because with adhesive vinyl and screen printing, you want to make sure you mirror. And I'm going to click continue. Okay, and my maker, I'm connected to my Cricut maker. I'm going to choose premium vinyl. And I have not been having good luck with my cuts, but what I'm going to do is just keep it on default. And I'll do a double cut if I have to. Okay, so now I'm going to get my vinyl loaded on my mat. Okay. So now I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to just me. Okay. How y'all feeling about that? Yes, he's better wearing. Hey, Miss Victoria. Okay. So I have my just standard green mat and I'm using permanent adhesive vinyl because it'll stick down better. And what I suggest doing, for that is using a color that you don't love. Like a color that you're like, what? I thought I was going to put that on the cup, but no, I'm not. So let me just find one that, I don't love and see if we're going to go with this one. This is Orcal 651. Okay. We're going to have to block that one. All right. And yeah, I don't even know why I bought this, but how many likes y'all see? Because I see 28 viewing. I should have 28 likes. Okay. How many? All right. 30. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let me go to my other camera. Let's go to this one so you can see that. So I have the vinyl and it's rolled up. And I'm going to just put it on the mat face up. It's adhesive vinyl. You can see it. I'm going to just press it down. And just kind of roll it back as I go. Okay. And I am going to, all right, remove a vinyl printer because I'm never going to use it for anything else. Okay, that's a good tip. I don't actually have a lot of removable vinyl because, I didn't know what I was buying when I first got started. Anyway. Okay, so then I'm going to use my knife. And I don't know if you can see that. Just use my knife and I'm going to just cut off the excess vinyl that, that I know I don't need. And I just normally cut right on the mat. And then I take it off and I roll it up and I put a piece of tape on it so that I know, what it's called. So I'll have a piece of just masking tape. And I will put a piece of tape. And I'll use a Sharpie. And I'll write, I'll just put a P and 651 like that. So then when I put it away, I don't have to look in there and figure out what it is. Okay, so do that. Now I'm gonna take back. I'm going to open my machine using my Cricut Maker. I'm gonna get it loaded. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay. And I am going to click the flashing C. Hey, t-shirt chick. Yes. Now we're gonna see, if this is gonna do right. Let me turn my heat press on. I have my heat press. I'm gonna set it to 375. Yes, y'all, please be sure to like so people will know to come and check it out. And if it don't work, we'll learn again. We will be learning together. We will be learning together. Okay. So I let my because I haven't been getting really good, to me, in my personal opinion, I haven't been getting good cuts the first time. Sometimes I'll just use more pressure, and other times I'll just do a double cut, and I'll show you what I mean by that. While that's cutting, what I need to be doing is putting the other card stock in here so that it could be ready. So if you missed that part, come over here. I just folded a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock in thirds, and I put it inside the sock. That is how I got my measurements for the sock. So just take the other sock, scrunched it all the way down, making sure that it's flat. Y'all come on in and make sure to like. Make sure to like it. Thank you, Louise. Look, I'm not using my cutie because he sure didn't help me last time. That live video said, no, I'm out. I did link all of the materials that I'm using in case y'all want to give this a try. Okay, so now what I'm showing you exactly what I would do if I wasn't on here. I would feel this to see if it's cut enough, like did it cut all the way through? And if I don't feel like it cut, like, okay, it looks good, but look, I don't have time or money to waste materials. So I'm just going to let it cut one more time. In order to do that, all you have to do is hit that C, and your Cricut will cut in the exact same spot again. If you unload it from the machine while it's doing that, then it won't cut in the exact same spot. So that's a little, for my beginners, in case you didn't know that, if you ever want to cut in the exact same spot, don't unload it. Just hit that little C and it'll cut again in the same spot. Okay. How y'all feeling? You're feeling confident. You're feeling good. Thank you, Dimps. My daughter did my hair because you see, but you see that gray? That's real. That's not highlights. Those are not highlights. This is not fake. This is kids going to college, kids getting ready for prom, like all that. Like this is what's getting ready to, be my world in a few months. Getting ready to be empty nesters. Yes, honey. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be sad and crying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. What is it? Tip hop. Okay. Thank you. Yes. All three of them gonna be in college at the same time. My girls are twins and they are high school seniors, and my son he's going into his second year of college. So yeah. We on college detail over here. Lord have mercy. So that's how we're living. So I got my I don't know if y'all missed that, but I got my card stock inside each one of these socks. And once this comes out, I'll do what's called, hey Nawan, you can just get YouTube Kids and do more of it. Oh no, we're not doing YouTube Kids. I'm barely making it, t-shirt. I'm barely making it. You don't understand. Scholarships. You have a high school junior. Yeah, we need all the scholarships. Now hopefully they get some good academic scholarships because the girls are, they in the top 6% of their class. So they're doing very well. I'm proud. So we'll see. We'll see. Everybody staying in Texas. We're not doing out of state fees. I don't have money to just pay somebody because you want to live in a different state. Everybody's staying in Texas. Okay, so now I let my machine do a double cut. I'm sure that it's cut all the way through. I trust when I'm saying that. Let me show you. This is how much I trust that it cut all the way through. So now I'm going to unload it from my machine, and I'm going to do what's called reverse weeding. Okay, senior and a freshman, Tammy. Okay, so I'm gonna take it from here. I don't know if you can see it good, but I feel like it has a good cut. So I'm actually finished with this Cricut, and Lord, I am going to try to just move it. Lord be a sturdy table. Okay, I'm trying to move it back, and I am going to do reverse weeding. Reverse weeding means that I am going to take the pieces off that I would normally keep. Okay, so I'm using a pen weeding tool. And this is the same process that I followed when I did screen printing on that shirt. So this is reverse weeding. Okay, so I see a piece that's coming up. This piece that's in between this A needs to behave. And if you have a piece that won't, behave, kind of, like teenagers or, toddlers or whatever you have, got to kind of make it behave. I want that piece to stay down. So let me start maybe from the bottom. Let's see if I can get it to cooperate. Okay. Another little trick. If you got some vinyl that won't do what you want it to do, just get it from another spot. So far I got that out. How y'all feeling about that? Add to a mug. That's a good idea, Dims, but look, my mind is already too late. I already done crumpled them up. Y'all got me nervous with this heart. I'm already nervous with this little heart right here. Lord. Let's say she would do a live where she trying to do two colors when she just barely got one color. But only way to get over your fears is to get over your fears. Okay, so I got that. All right, so I'm gonna do this bottom part. I like screen printing a lot, and I didn't want to do HTV on socks because if we're going to be wearing the socks, and walking across the floor, then I don't know how that HTV would hold up. And my husband doesn't typically wear white socks. And of course I would have made him. Like, no, sir. I made those, so guess what you're wearing? I didn't want to have to force him into submission. But he would have been a good trooper. But he's gonna wear these because of them. He's black. So we shall see. Oh, okay. Yay. Look, I got a little nervous about that. Okay. Let's see. Moderator Madison, how we doing with the likes? Y'all. Oh, how many? Okay. So you see how that piece just came up? So now I got to get that put. Okay, I got to get that put back down. And I got to get it put back down exactly where it was. Otherwise, that'll look ugly. Like it already does. Okay. Okay. Come on. Fine. Do a good job. Come on. Don't fail me now, because I haven't, what is it? I haven't even gotten to the hard part, which is the taking the transfer tape from the screen. That was what gave me the most trouble last time, because when I did screen printing with that shirt, the design was so big I didn't have an issue. It was only 4 words. All right, so far so good. Huh? Turn it. Where do you want me to turn? Okay.
Because they can't see you.
Oh, hi y'all. I'm joking, but I'm serious. I love Trinity socks. Damn, you're only gonna try it if it works. If it don't work, you just don't do it. Yeah, so what are you doing? I'm sorry.
Trying to get a confused.
She's messing up my whole thing. If this cut off, y'all don't leave, because I don't know what she just did or why. But she didn't help nothing and nobody.
Trying to get you.
But look. Just put it right here. She wants y'all to be able to see me while I'm talking. Why was it mirrored? Because that's a great question, Laura. It's mirrored because when I put it on the screen, I'm gonna flip it over. Damn, she really like, you know what? I thought I was gonna try, but she just jacked it all up. I don't know why she turned it this way, but I don't like it. I'm not loving it. Like, I just put my head right here in case y'all need to see me. Okay, we good. Okay, so now I have my design. What I have to do now, and I'm gonna cut this because I'm kind of worried about. Let me get my ruler right here. I'm worried about trying to put that down all at one time. So what I'm going to do is just take my Cricut ruler and I'm going to make sure I have space, all around, and I'm going to cut this. And I'm also going to cut this. And I'll just save these scraps for another project. Now, one thing I'll say, and I got to thine own self be true. I might not do things the most efficient way, but I do things the way that work for me. And I just share the way I do it. So now I'm going to take this off, this extra, because I can save this for something else. Now, I don't know what I would save it for because I don't love this color very much. Now I'm going to take a piece of transfer tape. This is just transfer tape that I cut from a big roll that I have. And I'm going to cut a piece big enough to cover this and a piece that's big enough to cover this, okay? Same thing I did in the video. All right. So I'm going to just check it right there and use my little scissors to cut a piece. These are just regular, schmegular Cricut scissors. Okay. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go ahead and just peel it from the backing right here, right now. Hey, son. Huh? I'm live. Okay, and I'm just put it right on top. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. So on the video, I said, you know, I've seen they do the taco method. I just do the be careful method, right? So now what I'm going to do is take my scraper, my regular Cricut scraper, and I'm scrape. Okay. And then I'm going to remove this. Let me just turn this over and get this from the, I better just, let me just cut that because I did not do a good job right there. And that's okay. Let me go ahead and cut it because I only want to remove that one part. Hopefully this is making sense, Laura. You moved it off for 1 second. So now that I have this on here, right? I'm just scrape, scrape, scrape. And I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to remove this backing. Okay. Yes, exactly, Marilyn. And it also, to me, it reminds me of when you're making a outdoor mat. So now I'm going to take the backing off, making sure that nothing is left here. Okay, did that. So now I'm going to get my screen. I'm nervous. And I am going to, so, you know, on the screen, there's a front and there's a back. I'm going to put this on the back. Just like this. Just kind of move it down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to do my little scraping. And since I'm putting this one down, I might as well put the other one down too. So let me, you know, get my other, I'll wait and I'll do one piece at a time because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so now I have that on there. I'm on the back of the screen. I'm going to, you know, my goal, and it, you know, might help to scrape both sides. Because you'll see in a second, this is where my pen is going to come in handy. I'm going to have to remove the transfer tape while keeping these little pieces on there. Okay, so, you know, in when I did my first screen printing video, I said the best thing is to do it at an angle. So you'll see the pieces starting to come up. So I use my pen and I just kind of make it, you know, push it back down. Because you want this to be, you know, adhered very well. Because you don't want any of the ink to get under there. So like if you're making an outdoor mat, to me, this is what it reminds me of. And I've only done that one time with success. The other time was an epic failure. Well, no, it wasn't, because guess what I did? I learned. And if you learn, then it's not a failure. So, you know, I'm making sure that it's down. Okay. So on the video, I sped this part up so you wouldn't waste your time. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna fix that. That's even making me more nervous to add a different color to those hearts. So, the transfer tape is reusable. I can use this, you know, again, it's not trash. So I'm gonna just put it back on this little backing and then fix that so that vinyl is adhered well to this screen. I'm not worried about this up here because that's all going to be taped down. What I'm worried about is the pieces that are close to the letters. I don't want it to look ugly. But even if it does, guess what? I'm still going to wear it. And you'll learn not to, you won't make the same mistakes I made. Okay. Okay. Yes, etching is cool. I agree. I like it too. So I don't have painter's tape, but I do have masking tape. That's what I used last time. That's what I'm using this time. So I'm just take some tape and get this tape down. And I'm not going to overdo it with the tape because I'm also not going to overdo it with the paint. Yes, I want to get a good transfer with the screen print, but I think last time I was so nervous that I used more paint than I needed to. Even though my design came out nice and vibrant, and I'll show it to you so you can see what it looks like. So I'm not worried about this at all because none of this is going to, you know, affect my design. Now, if I'm worried about anything, T-shirt chick print squad. Hey everybody. Hey Jocelyn. Okay. All right. I'm a little bit worried about that. And I might not need to be, but I am. Hopefully it comes out well. Okay. That's my garage because there we go. Y'all might think, hey Tanya. Hey girl, thank you for joining. Now I have this on here. It just, to me, it just makes sense to go ahead and do this one too. It don't make sense to wait. So let me get my that same piece of transfer tape that I just used, and I'm gonna put it on top of here just like this, using the taco method. Okay, I'm gonna scrape. What did I say, y'all? If it doesn't work, we will be come on back, learning together. Okay, let's see. So I'm just turn that over, take that off, and I'm finished with this mat now. And I'm going to, you know, scrape. And I'm going to remove this. Okay, so far so good. Y'all got your fingers crossed? Oh, you missed everything. You missed everything, honey. We start on time so we can go on with our lives. Okay, so I'll turn it this way for 1 second. I wonder what will happen if I move that Cricut. I don't want to take a chance. Let me just move this back a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so y'all see that fine? So I'm going to do the same thing I did at the top. I'm going to just do it down here at the bottom, and I'm going to, you know, get it adhered well, and then I'm going to remove the transfer tape. So I'm gonna do my scraping. All right, go back. Thank you, Dimps. I'm gonna have to keep those fingers up there, honey, because I need all the fingers. Last time I had my cutie in the video with me, but he didn't say nothing. He didn't help me remember to mirror. He didn't, he was just, staring at me like, girl, nah. Nah. Let me do it from this side too. Okay. So now I'm going to remove the transfer tape. Do it at an angle because it's, see how that's coming up? I don't know if y'all saw that, but all of these pieces need to stay. I feel like once I get past our names, we'll be okay. And if I can get past them without, Tanya, make sure you go back and like if you didn't come in and like the video. Come on, go in and like it. And everybody else who's watching, if it's your first time watching, I've already succeeded so far because the video has not cut off. What's your celebration, Delonda? The video hadn't cut off. That's it. Okay. Oh. Okay, I feel like the rest of this should cooperate. Oh, Lord. Going live adds pressure that you don't have when you're doing just making a video that you can edit and crop and fix and all of that. All right, so I got both of them on the screen. Now, let me take this off. That's just a piece of transfer tape that doesn't need to be there. Now I'm going to tape that down too. And then I'll get my paint. Y'all gonna try this? Hey, Timmy. Okay, so y'all gonna try this? Bill, you gonna try it with some socks? You're gonna try it? Them say I gotta see what's gonna happen with you first. Now I did not add enough space right here, so this might be an issue. Dang it. I'm worried about that. So I'm gonna have to just tape it down as good as I can. Don't make the mistake I made. Thank you, Tanya. So see, I cut it too close right there at the bottom. So I'm gonna just put tape right at the very bottom because the goal is to not get any of that screen print. Thank you. Thank you. I need all the positive energy y'all can give me. The goal is to not get any ink, outside of basically outside of the where I did the reverse weeding. So I'm gonna have to do a little more tape right there. Okay. I think I'm good to go. So, oh Lord, do I need to say any kind of prayers? Or are y'all praying for me? Only once. Okay. So now, I am so nervous. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get my socks that I have, I have them ready. This is the bottom of the sock. So if this goes well, which I hope it does, this design is gonna, look nice on a sock, right? So I have one of them do here and one that I'm going to do here. And by putting them together like that, I'll make sure that, they're even. So I'll put them together like that. I am nervous, so nervous. So if you hear me singing, that means I'm nervous. All right. Make sure that's under there good. Making sure that's under there good. But you know what? If I don't get it perfect, if y'all learn from my mistakes, then it's still a win-win. That's how I'll take it. That's how I'll take it. Okay. I don't know if that's under there good. So I have cardstock in these socks. What I'm not doing, what I have not done is made sure that it's straight, and maybe I'm trying to do too much at one time. Maybe I need to do one at a time, but I feel like that's kind of counterproductive. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, y'all. So I guess my first goal is to make sure that it's straight under here. I'm sweating. I'm nervous. Okay. And my kids have gone to the store, so they ain't even want to stick around and see what is going to happen with their mother. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the red because I'm only doing a little bit of red. So I'm going to start with this one first. And what I have decided to do, and I know y'all might say, you know what, Delonda, you're doing too much. I have decided, and I'm not using gloves because this stuff is water-based and it does wash off pretty easily. So I like that. I have decided to follow Jesus. No, I have decided that I am going to, let me just put this right here because I'm just nervous for a second. I'm going to use my spatula. I know y'all thinking that's weird, but that's what I'm going to use. You know, the little spatula that comes with you. This is what I'm using. This is what I'm using. Thank you, Sammy. Looks great. Can you turn it over and tape them in? That's what you think I should tape it in place? That's a good idea. Let me try. But I have ink on my fingers. Let me get some. But if I tape them in place, it'll be harder to pull it up. That's what I'm worried. Like, I feel like because with screen print, you got to just be ready to pick it straight up. And I feel like if I tape it, maybe if I just do a little piece of tape. Miss Victoria, I know you believe in me. You believe in me even when I don't even know if you should. I'm like, oh, she sure do believe in me. What if I do a little bit right there? How about that? And then just see. That, like that. And then, oh, that's good. But see, with screen print, you got to be ready to pull that thing right up. You use a craft stick. About to put that thing down. You understand me, Simmy? Flip it and reverse it. Where is BCL? She'd come on to this house and help me with this screen print situation. Okay, because I feel like I'm just too nervous. But I'm not gonna keep saying it. I'm just gonna try it. And if it don't work, what was I thinking? Okay, so I'm going to, and I have two of these. Let me get my other one. I'm going to get some of this red, and I'm only going to use a little bit. And I don't have any craft sticks, but that's a good idea. And I'm going to just put it on this heart, and then I'll do the white with the other spatula. Okay, so, oh Lord. So I'm gonna just use a little bit. You know, see that? Just using a little bit. And I'm just put it on this heart and hope that it y'all see me trembling? Maybe that's too much. I went into the 7. You see that? I might have to do the whole thing red. I might have to do the whole thing red. I think I'm gonna do the whole thing red. I'm gonna do the whole thing red on this because I'm too nervous. That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I know what I should have done differently, but I'll do it on the bottom. I'll use my scraper. I am nervous. I hope that's enough. I can see my numbers and I can see the heart. I feel like I know what I should have done. I should have added just some paint and then scraped across. That's what I should have done. So I'm just putting it back in the container. Whoever would have thought I would have been using my spatula as a scraper, but here we are doing it. I hope that's enough. Here's some tape section of the parts you don't want to be in red. Be like, no, it's too late now. What is it? Why wouldn't it work? Okay, we're gonna see. Oh man. What I should have done was added it here. I'm gonna just do our names in red. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh man. And then I should have went across it with the scraper. I feel like that line at the bottom is going to, I hope I taped it enough. Because I let my design, I didn't cut enough vinyl around the bottom of this design to allow extra space for the paint. If it works, y'all can do it. If it doesn't, don't. That's the solution. Lord have mercy. That's why I should have tried it before I got on here. All those screen printing experts are probably saying all kinds of cuss words like, that dummy, she's making my business look bad. I'm sorry, screen printing experts. We can still coexist, can we? No, we can't. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to do the white. So I just finished with this spatula. I'm going to just, fill my paper towel right here. Close up my red. I'm finished with it. Lord have mercy. And I am going to grab my white and I'm going to try that thing again. And this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently because this top part is bigger. So what I want to do is add paint right here. And guess what, y'all? If it bleeds into it, guess what we're going to have? Ombre. If you're going to be wearing some pink socks, sir, get yourself together. Get yourself in check with your manhood. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing right here. Because if this, if it bleeds in there, we're going to have ombre. A little pink action. So I'm going to use this that I got from Expressions Vinyl. And this is going to be my scraper. Instead of using that big one, because this is a squeegee just like this squeegee. I need more paint. Let me get some more paint. Cooperate now. If this works in Hobby Lobby, I'm gonna have to come up with another idea. And now I did this in my video too. When I made my screen print shirt, I went in all the directions. And I don't know if that's recommended or if that's, you just go in one direction and you stick with it. Well, I didn't. And it still came out good. Now, I don't know if that's enough paint. I'm kind of feeling like it's not. I want it to be on there bold and thick and bold. Okay. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Be better crafters than me. But I felt like that's not thick enough. Because I felt like when I used the hopefully I got it. Hopefully that's enough. So now let me add some more. Okay, now that I'm going to add some more here because I learned my lesson that wasn't enough. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to be super careful right here because I'm cutting it close. If y'all are just joining, don't forget to like when you come in. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it'd be awesome if you do. I have some decent stuff on here that I would be, I'm proud of. Uh-oh, we got an ombre situation right there, but we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so now I'm going to scrape all of this back in this container because, honey, we save the stuff. And then I'm going to put this down. And here's the test. So the goal is to lift this up without it, let me close this up, without, without it shifting and messing up, because I did that before too. Might need to have my son come hold it for me. All right. Y'all got your fingers crossed? Brand new, can you use them clothes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Y'all got your fingers crossed? I got Dim's fingers still on my screen because I got to keep it up there because I need all the energy. Look at this. I'm so nervous. Lord have mercy. So with this, the goal is to lift this straight up. That's why I was kind of scared about the tape. Decent. It's decent. Let me show y'all what it looks like. So that's one. And that's the other. So you see I didn't get his name really good. So now let me turn this camera off and I'm gonna go to the heat press and I'm gonna put this on the heat press and just let it sit on the plate. But you see where I didn't get his name good at the top. Right? So what I'm going to do when I make the next pair, because while that's on the heat press, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this same one. I'm going to make it again, right? Because with the benefit of using screen print is that you can make multiple, right? So I'm going to put these on the, man, I wish I had gotten it perfect, but perfection is overrated. I say that all the time. And I really believe that. I feel that in my gut, right? So I'm going to take that off and hopefully you can see my heat press. So I'm gonna just put it on the plate and I'm gonna just be letting these dry. So I'm not gonna close it, because this ink needs time to dry. Some people let it dry, overnight and all that stuff. I feel like if I let this sit here for 10 minutes, it'll dry. And while that's drying, I'll be getting the next pair of socks. I think for myself, I'm gonna use gray. And I'll just use another. Y'all tell me what you think. Tell me what I should have done. Because I didn't do his name good enough. I didn't get it good enough. You like him? Thank you. Thank you so much. Maybe if I would have. All right, Marilyn. The one that I bought, and I linked it in the description below. But the one that I bought, it came in this box. It came with that screen. It came with this squeegee. It came with a sheet of parchment paper. It came with transfer tape, so you can see it's still closed. I haven't used this one yet because I just used my regular transfer tape. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you, Tracy. It came with directions, and they say if you don't want people to know something, to put it in writing. So whatever they said here, I don't know because I didn't put it in. They put it in writing. I didn't read it. I just tried. I was about to do it. So it comes with directions, and it also came. I want to say. Okay, this says you can use a household iron. I don't know. Oh, I don't have it turned on, Dimps. I don't have it turned on. I'm not there yet, Dimps. It says you can use a household iron, adjust the setting to match your garment type, and heat the area of your design for 2 to 3 minutes, moving the iron continuously over the design. I won't be doing that. I want to say it came with one. I know it did. It came with one can of one little container of ink. I want to say it was white, but I also, when I bought this, I also bought a 6-pack of ink because I wanted to try it again. I wanted to try. I know Dim's new design uses the same screen. Yes. So if I just go like, if I wasn't on here and I wasn't getting ready to make another pair, I think it was Kayla who just asked that. I could just wash this off. I didn't use, when I washed it off last time, I didn't use any, any dish detergent, anything. I just use warm water and it comes right off because it's water based. But I'm going to no Dims. I don't that'll make I know. No. This is a personal goal for myself, Dims, is to try to go live more and get out of my fear. Right? When you walk in fear, then you're defeated. And my goal is to not walk in fear. So the only way to get past your fear is to attack it head on. So that's how I feel. Okay, so I could watch this off, but I'm gonna make another pair because I'm gonna make a pair for myself, and I'm gonna try to do better because I see where I didn't get his name well. No, Marilyn. Mm-mm. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay, so I'm gonna put a piece of cardstock in the other sock. I don't know what I should have done differently. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, I'm glad you're joining. Make sure to like. Okay, so I'm going to put another, I'm going to make this one a little bit more narrow. And I don't know what I could have done differently to get that on there. So now I can look at this and tell that it's almost dry, right? So I like screen printing a lot. I'm in a book club and it's 9 of us. So I'm thinking to myself, hey Tracy, I am stepping outside of my comfort zone. That's the only way you get uncomfortable, and that's when you grow, right? You only grow when you're uncomfortable. If you just keep doing what's comfortable for you, you never grow. Never grow. So I always, when I was teaching, I would say, and this is still teaching. Think about the process that a seed goes through, right? A seed grows in darkness. It's got to go through something, right? Before it comes out of that soil and it turns into whatever it's going to turn into. So this is me going through the darkness. do a small part first. Okay. I'm going to try it, Kelly, and see if that'll help. And I'm going to give it more pressure because since these are for me, they need to be perfect. His don't have to be perfect. Mine have to be perfect. Like, no, sir. And you're still going to wear them, and you're going to wear them with pride and with love. I know, but it's already, Marilyn, I'm okay. I'm not at a point yet where I want that. I have a youth Facebook group, and I always tell them, and this is as of January 12, 2022. I always tell them that if I'm going to be paid, I want to be paid from a corporation, right? Because that's just how I feel. And I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I love it. Not because I'm expecting you to do something for me. To me, this is already doing something for me because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So I know that might sound weird or different, and I'm okay with that. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but I'm already getting blessed. I'm already blessed. I'm already being blessed because you're here. So and sometimes your blessing don't have to be financial, right? Sometimes your blessing could be peace. Yes. So that's and crafting is peace. It's peaceful to me. So that's how I feel. That is how I feel. And we're going to hope this comes out right. We're going to hope it comes out right. And so I'm getting another piece of cardstock. So now, depending on how many pairs of socks you make, you might need, 8 sheets of cardstock. Right, Louise? Right. Sometimes your blessing, you don't need a financial blessing. Not maybe when these kids go to college, I'm gonna be like, no, super chat. I'm gonna need all the super chat when they go to college. But right now we okay. We doing just fine. Oh Lord. Like, no, I thought I didn't need it. Don't watch the video from January 12th, 2022. That's my dog. Let me put him up. Let me hold on, y'all. Y'all see I'm sweating. Wash the socks in the washer. Yes, inside out. Yes, you can wash them inside out. So let me grab my shirt right quick. Miles. Oh man. I'm still here, y'all. I didn't leave. I'm gonna show you my shirt, but I don't see it. I thought I had it right here. Thought I did, but I guess I lied. Oh, it's right here. Oh no, this is right. I don't have it up here. I wore it in the dirty clothes. Okay, so I'm still trying to put this in here, and I'm gonna try it again, and hopefully I get it right. But one thing I say, he wants to come up here. He is downstairs in the crate because he will be going bananas and chewing up the girl's stuff. I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna try more pressure, and I'm gonna try to be careful about the placement because, like I said, these are for me, and mine have to be perfect. Yes, and he does provide, Louise. I'm telling you. And the more, if you only have your hand out to take, when are you giving? My pastor always says you should be helping somebody every day. You should be helping somebody every day. So if you're helping somebody, then you'll get your blessings. So now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it looks dry to me. It looks dry. It is dry. So, and I don't know how long, I had it sitting there. So what I'm going to do, and remember the cardstock saved the ink from going through one side to the other side. So what I'm going to do is put them on my heat press. Hopefully y'all can see that. And I'm going to get a piece of parchment paper. And can y'all, do I need to move the chair? So y'all can see. Okay. So the socks are there. My heat press is set to 375. Let me set the timer. I'm going to do 15 seconds. Okay. So putting parchment paper on top because the ink is dry. Let me check this one. It didn't come out as good as it could have. And I really should have been finished with the other ones by now, but oh well. I'm gonna press it for 15 seconds and then show you what it looks like. So now with this, I'm gonna get it put down with those socks. Oh wait. See that steam? So let me take it out, take the cardstock out. I am. Hey, Sherry. Well, no, I'm an assistant principal now at elementary school. See, and it's in there. So if he's wearing these, it's okay to be walking on the floor and I'm not worried about, is the vinyl gonna come up? I am in Houston, honey. Rockets. We love the Rockets in this family. See my little cutie banner up there? I did them in the Rockets colors. Yeah, I love the Rockets, even when they lose, and then they lose a lot. But that's okay. They're still my team. Okay, so that's one, and I'm gonna just take the, take the cardstock out of this one. And really, I could use that cardstock again for my next pair, but I already put a sheet in there. Okay, Aldine. Okay. All right. We have a teacher shortage with this little COVID situation. But so I would not buy this. I would not buy this from Hobby Lobby. I would make my own. So let me try to get this other one pressed, and y'all can stay. Hope you do stay, because we're gonna see how these gray ones turn out, because they're for me. And I am going to try to do better with myself. Let me turn the camera back on these little sock situation. And Lord, let me just try to do it like this to tape it in place, because that was actually a great idea. So I don't know if y'all can see that. I just got a little piece of tape right there, and that'll help me tape it in place. That was a great idea. Who gave me that idea? Thank you for that. Hopefully it's centered. So by doing it this way, I can't see if it's centered on there, but I'm going to trust that it is. Okay. And then I'm going to just hold it right here and then turn it over. And hopefully it stayed. I should have added tape on both sides. I feel like it's there. I feel like it's in place. So now now I gotta open the paint back up because I closed it. So y'all think I should start with the white or red? That is a weird coincidence. Think I should start with the white or the red? Y'all tell me, because I'm nervous again. Start with white. Okay. All right. Okay. Do y'all think I used enough white last time? Maybe I didn't use enough red last time. That's what I feel like I didn't do. I feel like I should have used more red. I can't wait to see y'all do this too. Making little sock situations. Okay. Y'all can see it good? Okay. So remember, if I was using HTV, I would have had to cut this twice, right? Because once you finish with that HTV, once you take it and you read it, you're done. You can only do it one time. So that's the benefit of screen printing, that you can make, multiple items using the same file or the same design, and you don't have to cut it twice. So I cut once, weed once, and I can use this design multiple times. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Speedball, yes. Yeah, y'all go follow them. There's other creators in here too. Y'all put the name of your channel so people can subscribe and See how you do it. See, we all pretty much do the same thing, just our own way. So I know Dim said she used craft sticks. I don't have any craft sticks. I only thought of this last night doing it this way because when I pulled this out to do that tutorial, I was like, oh man, that ain't nothing but a squeegee. And if I have a small squeegee, it's on. I'm gonna try it. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. The squeegee that comes with the speedball kit is this one. And these are the same thing. They're the same. So like, no, we're gonna make it do what it's going to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the white here. And Lord, I hope I got these socks in the right place. I should have added more tape. I should have done a little ombre look with mine. Y'all stick around for when these kids go to college now. That's when the super chat gonna be turned on. It's gonna be extra large super chat. Like Delana said, she was good. Now these kids in college, she's talking about y'all, can you please do a super chat? That's what's gonna happen. Think that's enough? Y'all think I did enough? This guy named this design just getting started last week. Can you do iron on to do screen print transfer? Yeah, I guess. I guess you could. I don't know. I don't know. I was actually inspired by the Design Bundles channel to try screen printing. And once I saw them do it, I was trying to get over that fear again. It was me trying to get over fear because I had ordered this screen print kit months ago and I never tried it. I just kept saying it's on my list of things to try, but I was letting the fear have more control than I needed to. And so I was scared. But once I saw them do it, and I said, I'm just doing my way. They don't do it like this. They do it their way. And, when you're crafting, you have to really do what is going to work for you. And who knows, maybe this don't really work for me because I feel like that sock is not really under there. But all I can do is hope and pray that it is. And if these don't come out right, like if the black ones are better, then Peter is going to have these. Like, Peter, I thought I was going to give you the black ones, but it didn't work out in your favor. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my red. You can do it. This thing said you can do it with an iron. In the little instruction sheet that I didn't really follow, it says if you're going to do it with an iron, that you just have to keep going over it, over it and over it and over it and over it. So now this is, on the first one you saw, I didn't get it. I didn't do a good job on this part. So I'm gonna really pay attention down here. And make sure I do it better. I think I was so worried about touching that white part. Lord, if this come out right. I wonder if I use my little Cricut scraper, will that be more effective? Because I don't know if I'm doing it well enough. I think maybe I need to add more paint. And Kelly said more pressure, right? What about HTV screen print transfer designs that you put on? Use more pressure. Okay. Let me get my little Cricut scraper, my little one. I feel like I can wash it off, and if I can't, it's okay because I don't use it that much anyway. I'm gonna try this and see if I can get more pressure with this. We're gonna see. Okay, let me add some to that top part. Think I got enough pressure right there. Can you use the words? Can you see the words under the paint? Yes. You think I need to add more paint, Kelly? I feel like I did not add enough paint on that first, and I'm gonna show it to y'all again so you can see it up close. I feel like I didn't add enough paint right there. I feel like everybody who has a professional screen printing business is sending me a whole bunch of curse words. And that's their super chat. I got a super chat for you, all right? Stick to Cricut, Delonda. Leave our stuff alone because you're just making us look bad with this junk you do. I got a super chat. As long as you. Oh, Lord. That's what I feel like. They're like, you know what? Stick to making little cutie stickers and keychains. That's what you do. Okay? Sis, stay out of screen print world. This ain't for you. Oh, Lord. That's your super chat right there. Stay away from scrape this right back in here. Y'all, if you have a channel, make sure you list your channel so people will know to go and check out your stuff and they can subscribe. And when some, people watch the replay, they'll know. All right. I think I got it as good as I'm gonna get it. Dales, how can I deal you for all things? I have a Facebook group. It's called Cricut Crafting with Delonda. That's really the best way to get in contact with me. All of my links are down below. We don't listen to haters. Okay, Kelly. If I was right there, I'll hug you. Here we go, y'all. You ready to see how this came out? And what did I say? If it don't come out right, these are Peter's. Ooh, I could tell I went off the thing, but I'm not going to take it off. You know why? Because I can tell I still did not get it good on that, on his name. I can look at it and see I didn't get the top of that P. I can look at it and see that. Man. And I did not do a good job of centering the socks because I was more, it's okay. When y'all do it, be great. But all of my links, all of my link tree, I really interact the most on Facebook. Might be the reason why I have this with my gray hair. See that gray hair? Those are not highlights. Those are not highlights, honey. That is age. That's why I interact the most. That's fantastic little gem. It's a treasure. Everybody over there is nice to each other. We never have to remind anybody to be nice. They don't, I don't sell anything. They know not to try to sell stuff in there. And if they do, they get one warning. And then we're going to tell them what Miss Charlene say. Be blocked and be blessed. That's what she say, right? Okay. So no selling. I messed this up bad. I did a good job on the, because it's, oh, look, disaster, look. These are going to be Peter's. Those going to have to be for Mr. Ford. Put those on the thing though. And what I'm going to do right here is add some more red. I don't know if, let me see. Not for use. I feel like I didn't. Y'all saw that? Those are Peter's. Place it upside down and flip. Yeah. So the first pair came out better. Miss Victoria, you still here? Look at you. I love the loyalty, Miss Victoria. I could tell that this didn't have enough ink. And I don't know. It's the user. This is all user error. Who is the user? When I used to be a tech specialist, I was like, oh, it's user error. They'd be like, I know. Well, you are the user. I'm talking about you. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I feel like this is going to be jacked up. I might not even be able to show this. People be like, no, I'm going to have to unsubscribe from you, Delonda, because that ain't it. I didn't learn nothing but how not to do it. But how not to do it is still a lesson, right? Because you can learn from non-examples. A non-example is an example, honey. So I'm scraping the paint back in there, and I'm going to try to get that off. All right. Let me try to pull this up. I did not. I can't show y'all that. You'd be like, no, Delonda, I'm going to have to unsubscribe from your channel. Y'all want to see it? No. Look at that. Oh, well. Let me put this on the heat press and just these, like Peter, I made these socks for you and I did it from my heart. Made with love. Made with love. That's what I'm gonna say. But these came out. These came out nice. Look at me sweating, y'all, because it's hot. But these came out nice. I would have to try it again. I would not use HTV on a sock because you're gonna be walking around, and so this one came out super cute. Look at that. That's cute. These came out cute. So he will love them. But he's not getting these, Louise. He's gonna have those. Oh Lord, I killed myself. Oh Lord. I tell the ladies and the guys in my Facebook group, perfection is overrated. So if you're striving for perfection, for what? Exactly. And y'all can learn from me. Like, no, I learned how to not do it from Delonda. Oh Lord. So I'm gonna let that dry. And then that's it. And we're gonna see. Louise, you gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes, because you already know. Oh Lord. Love trial and error because it builds confidence. Exactly. The celebration, though, is my live stream has stayed on. I don't even know if I'm looking in the right spot. I never do. And it didn't disconnect. And hopefully, you learned something. Hopefully, you got it all together. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Because we need the subscribers, honey. And join me next time. It probably won't be a live because I'm still getting used to this. I know that's right, Kelly. It is lonely. That's right. And so I'm not lonely. I'll never be lonely if it's for perfection. Oh Lord. I'm gonna just wash this off and then my screen will be ready next time I want to try it again. And maybe I need to order different materials or figure out how to do it so that I get a better result with the trying different colors. But I tried it and I learned something. I needed to do more pressure, maybe even still more. Honey, Paula, I love that. Creative mistakes. And and I'm not into sales. So like for those of you who are just joining me or it's your first time ever seeing me, I'm not into sales. So I'm not in this for the money. It's just fun to me. It's fun to me. And I do it because when I got started with my Cricut, I didn't know what I was doing and I didn't have anybody to help me and help me get started. So everything I do is with the Cricut beginner in mind. Like show me step by step. So that's my audience. My audience is for beginners. Okay. So and I'm never ever afraid to show my mistakes ever. Because I don't want you to think I'm perfect. I don't have a studio. I don't have a production team. I don't have, professional cameras. And look, I go to work every day, all day. And when I come home, I craft when I can. That's how we doing this. Okay. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm not gonna hold y'all. You saw what it looks like. You can try to do it yourself. And I want to see what you make. If y'all try it, and I think it'll be great. I really do. That's right, it sure is. Kelly, I don't know about that because I feel like I get so nervous. I get nervous, Kelly. I'm not nervous to go live on the Facebook group, but I'm nervous about doing it here. So this is my way of conquering my fear. Okay. Oh, it's still wet. I can feel it. It messed up so much stuff. Me too. Have y'all? Let me show y'all my rug that I keep in here on purpose, and I'm never going to get rid of this rug because this rug. I showed this to somebody. And they're like, "What's wrong with it?" I'm like, "Oh, did you look? Did you look at it? This is my infamous rug." Go ahead and take a screenshot of it. Thank you. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Look at this. What's this? What's this side for? We're not centering? Okay. We're just gonna have it over there. Okay. And then why is it burnt? What was the look? Yeah, this is my first time trying it. And honey, what they say, you tried it? Yeah, you tried it, but it didn't. Thank you, Laura. Yes, I need step by step too. So I keep this in my craft room to remind myself perfection is overrated and you learn from your mistakes. Do I know Robert? Robert who? Do I know Robert? I don't know Robert. What? 5 months? Why? Oh no, I'm a Ford by marriage. And if he knows somebody named Robert Ford, he can tell me about him. Can you screen print those? I tried it. Yeah, I did try. I think I could, Kelly. I think I could do a screen print on those. I would need a bigger screen. I would need a bigger screen, and I would have to use my the 12 by 24 mat. So I would have to use, this mat. So that's what I use on the rug. And when I did the Christmas rug, it came out so good, and I was so proud of myself. So, all right, I'm gonna press these there. Small paintbrush and fill in the missing part. Okay. Look, one of my moderators is coming over here next Sunday. She's gonna teach me how to do. What's she teaching me? She's gonna teach me how to do what did she say? She's gonna wood burning or something like that. Just parchment paper, put it on top, and the setting is 375 for 15 seconds. And again, I didn't remember how much time I let it sit on the plate, but I just let it sit there, and the heat, we'll let it dry. Some people use a hair dryer. I haven't tried that. Ooh. And that is what seals the, oh Lord have mercy. That's what seals the, see that? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, no, you can't see it. You can kind of see it there. You see it? That's what seals the ink into the fabric, is the heat. Okay, so these are going to be for Peters. This heat press came from 143 Vinyl. It's always out of stock. It's always sold out. It's actually sold out right now. I check all the time. This one, these are going to be Peters. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that off my heat press. Turn the heat press off. And that's it. Thank y'all for joining me. I did not intend to be on here for 2 hours. Lord have mercy. I thought I'd be able for 1 hour to do this and, get on with my life. But, I kind of make notes, have a goal for myself. Dimps, I'm thinking about doing a live. I want to do sublimation because I bought these pillows that have different inserts, and I said I was going to try to do sublimation on that. I said I'm going to start maybe doing sublimation Sundays and do little quick tutorials on that. But my goal when I started this live, was to show you my process for doing screen printing and show you how to do it with 2 colors. I feel like I accomplished my goal, and hopefully you learned something from my process, even though it didn't come out perfect, and you're willing to try it. Because if I can inspire you to try it, then I've already been blessed. All right, you guys. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you so much. I really do. Because when you give somebody your time, that matters, right? When you give somebody your time, your talent, and your treasure, all that matters. So I don't want your treasure. I want your time. Okay. All right. Look at Risa. Rolls of HTV pertaining to quick rolls. Oh, Laura, I don't buy my HTV from the stores. I always get it from Expressions, because I don't know if you've seen my tutorial on, bye you guys, bye Dimps, how to shop for vinyl. I'll put a link. I'll put a link under the video. So come back and look in the description box and you'll see it. When I shop for vinyl, when I just did cost comparisons, I shop from Expressions, and a roll of Caesar Easy Weed, which is, I like Caesar the best. This was $11.99 for 5 feet. So I buy rolls. I don't buy sheets. Good night, Priscilla. Thank you for joining. Because it's more cost effective. So I buy sheets, I buy rolls, and I get them from Expressions. And when I did the comparison, the calculation is like $2.39 per sheet. Now sometimes 143 will have them on sale for $10 for 5 feet. So that's $2. That's an excellent deal. But I'll put the link down for that tutorial so you can go check it out and kind of be mindful of what you're paying for and what are you getting for what you're paying. Okay. Thank you, Risa. Model, that's a StarCraft 15 by 15 clamshell. It is always out of stock. Risa, where did you get your clamshell? Yeah, I don't buy Cricut vinyl. I don't buy Cricut vinyl ever. Thank you, Miss Victoria. Thank you, Paula D. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't buy Cricut brand. It's expensive and it's not as good of quality as the other stuff. If Risa is still in here, I hope maybe she can tell her. Atlanta vinyl out of stock. Yeah, it's hard to find them. So when you do find it, or when you click on the link, because I linked it down below in the description, you can turn on email me when it's back in stock and you'll get an alert. That's how I actually got mine. One of the ladies in the Facebook group had turned on an alert for me because she knew I wanted this. And as soon as she got the email alert, she told me, she's like, Delonda, it's in stock, you can go get it. And so that's how I was able to get mine. So I even did a video on heat presses and which one is the right one for you, because you know you want to be careful about that too. Amazon 143 Brilliant Vinyl. Brilliant Vinyl, I haven't heard of them. I'm gonna have to check them out. Okay, Brilliant Vinyl. I'm gonna check that out. I have never heard of them. This heat press, I want to say it was $350. I want to say that's how much I paid for it. I want to say. But I also have a discount code now. So you'll save 5% and you'll get free shipping. I don't know if that matters. But $350 should be free shipping by default. Lord have mercy. I will. I promise I will. As soon as we finish, as soon as I hit end, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the link for how to shop for vinyl. The heat press is already on there, but I'll put the video for, you know, how to decide on the right heat press for you. Okay. Thank y'all for joining. I'm going to sign off so I can go and take a shower and get in a good old bed so I can go to these people's school and you know, inspire. I still got on my work pants and my little rocket shirt. All right. I appreciate y'all more than you know. And even though you have blessed me. So I know you don't realize it, but you have. You blessed me. So just by staying. So I'm going to say goodbye because I get in my feelings too much and I don't need to do that. Look at that. That's paint, y'all. And look at the finger. Let me show that to Peter. Like, Peter, look at my finger. All right. Bye, y'all. I'm going to end it.